My name is DaRizzleTheMan, aka Thomas, and today we have an interview for the major Pokemon League with a friend of mine and a member of the league, Ipa. Why don't you introduce yourself, Ipa?
Hey, I'm Ipa. I'm a guy from Finland. That's why my accent is kind of weird. And I'm also coach of the Columbus Blue Stripes. And I hope I can have a lot of fun with this league.
Yeah, that's what it really is for, to have fun and to kick people's asses, but mainly to have fun.
Yeah, but I pretty 50-50. Depends on the people, you know. Whose ass you wanna kick, you know.
Well, some people, yeah. So who are you most scared of battling in this league? Who's got the most threats?
I mean, there's few guys. First of all, Gasly has like super physical team when you look Mega Scizor, Curate Black, Terrakia, Crobat, Weavile.
Curate Black has some serious firepower.
Yeah, also Jody has really good all-around coverage. I mean, every team in my division is pretty threatening. Then again, I don't know. I guess there is really no one special. And Jody and Gasly are ones, and I guess Eric too, because he has my Mega Man trick. So I really want to beat him.
Well, Curate Black must be a threat because it's got base 100% attack, and with Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Volt Strike, that's coverage to almost everything in the OU tier. Does that worry you?
Well, of course. I mean, it's not that fast, so that's one good thing for me. But of course, it's dangerous thing. I have to be ready for it when I face it.
And with Terraball, you can't switch in predicting an Earth Power into like a Skimori or something because Terraball's like Mold Breaker.
Actually, you can you can go into Flying type because Mold Breaker doesn't hit through Flying types. It only hits through Levitate. So
I think about Rotom just as actually being.
Yeah, I know that's common mistake. It happens, but I mean, well, I have Megalantia as Levitate, so.
But then again, it is quite slow, I guess. But if it switches in, it's been quite difficult to find a way to counter it.
Yeah, I mean, it has, I think, base 9 speed, 95 actually, so it's still pretty fast. But I'm pretty sure I can deal with it.
And they do often run a special attack boosting nature to hit it harder. Because of specialing attack nature, you can 2-hit KO a defensive Rotom Rush.
Yeah, but then again, I would assume that it's more physically oriented thing because I mean it has that base 170 attack.
Which is true.
Yeah, yes, I mean Current Light is the special one, and that thing is super because good regions.
It's fucking insane.
But yeah, I don't think there's anyone special. I don't know. I mean, there's many. I mean, one guy I really would like to beat is Ash.
Yeah.
Because the only place where we can face each other is the final match. So that would be kind of fun. And also, I'm not sure who is the other one I don't face. Let me check real quick. I think it's Moxie. So as for Moxie, if I win either of these guys, I will win the championship. So that might be kind of fun.
Which would be good. I'm not really sure if there is a prize or anything in this championship. Then again,
no. Well, you get honor and boasting rights.
And
that's all flash and
moral heightening.
Yeah.
So, coming into this, what were your thoughts about signing up for this at the very beginning? Were you a bit nervous? Did you sign up because it sounded interesting? What were your thoughts when you heard about this at first?
Well, I'm not really. I mean, I have followed the GPA a little bit, not that much to be honest. I mean, I'm not really that familiar with the leagues. I know the rules and that kind of stuff, but I was really interested because I mean there there hasn't been anything like this for me, or I don't think for anyone in this league before. So of course I was interested to join, and of course I want to win. But I guess my main goal is just to have fun. Lately, playing this game has been a bit frustrating for me. I have
that's very normal in some senses. That is kind of normal because
I guess, but then again, I did get over that at some point, but lately it has kind of came back. I get frustrated when I do bad plays. Not so much because the hacks, I don't really care about hacks, just happens, it happens, but if I do bad plays, I just can't take it, so that's really annoying. I hope I can get rid of that during the league, or,
It's also a good time to learn because there are some really strong battlers in this league, like just Wevo.
I will face Jordy twice, so that will be interesting. Also, Gasly is really good at his videos, and I've battled Eric a few times, so I also know that he's really good. He's actually only one of my division I have battled.
And Dark Angler's a gimmicky little shit.
Yeah, and he's the first one I'm gonna face, so it will be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
I do have my team pretty much ready already, so I think I will do pretty.
I would try and bring more of a Stallbreaker team, really.
Yeah, it might work pretty well. I mean, I have good options for that, but I don't wanna tell too much about my choices. So let's just wait until I upload the video where I hopefully beat him. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you did get to the final, would you feel really proud of yourself? Is this sort of something you'd want to win, or would it something for you to enjoy in that sense?
Well, I guess for me personally, it would be more like a big plus. Not so much something I really, really wanna, and I'm really gonna be disappointed if I don't win. I mean, it would be a really nice thing, but as you said, there is so good battlers here. If I don't get into playoffs, that's really nice. And I know that sounds a bit bad because you should like go, yeah, I'm gonna win. But if I don't, I don't want to be too disappointed.
It's not too much of a concern for you, whether you would or not. You just want to have fun, really.
I want to have fun.
Yeah, which is a pretty good strategy to go by. I mean, I don't really take metagame too seriously. So, and that means it happens every so often. Got a little bit, and I've seen some people on the show who basically go into fits of anger whenever something bad happens, and I'm just like, dude, it happens, it's fine.
Yeah. And also, there is like, if I go 0-3 first 3 games, lose every single one of those. If I just, I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm not gonna win ever, that's just not gonna work.
Yeah, that's not the logic. That's not the logic to really go by.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be fair to anyone. So I'm not gonna do that. I wanna be at least fighting for the player spots the whole time. That's what I wanna do. And if I get the playoffs, that's great. Then I wanna win those.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal to do well, but at the end of the day, it's a game, really, and you get.
Yeah, it's a game.
Some people are competitive in it, but then my fault is. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I do enjoy entering tournaments, but as I said before, it's really just fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is so different than anything else. You know the pool where opponent is gonna take his stuff, so there's so much more strategy going on in this than in just normal 6v6 where you take there is 30 things, 40 things, and you make a team that works against hopefully everything.
Yeah. You have to try and make a counter team when they're trying to counter you, but you have limited resources to counter them, just like them. So it's sort of like you're equal. You're basically equal.
Of course we are.
You're trying to counter team each other, but you don't have freedom of choice apart from the ones you've chosen. You have not as much freedom of choice, and you've got to properly. And they're going to try and counter you as well.
Yeah, and it's also interesting how Jay he traded his 2-season contracts to get more of 1-season contracts. So even he has better things basically now. He has that really small pool of things. So it's kind of easier. Where like Greg has he has 13 things. Then again, most of those things are not like top OU level. So, or even UU level. There is like Seagaleaf and Red Chigigas. But then again, you have to be ready for everything he has. So that makes it really hard to face him. And I think I face him in 3rd week. So that means we can't make trades yet at that point either. So that will be interesting.
And they're going to bring something for you, so they're also going to bring a certain level of unpredictability, which you've got to try and predict. It's quite difficult, really.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how it works. And actually, when you said if I want to face or really win someone, I want to see Greg do well, because I kind of brought him in, so I want that he will show that he's worthy of it, you know.
I mean, I'm sure you'll do well. I mean, you've got a strong team, which has stable checks and counters to things in the tip, and you can do well, really. I mean, yeah, you will, as a fact, because looking at some of the other teams, you've got quite a lot of things which hit a large variety of the tier, like Latias and DSB.
Should we go into picks?
Yeah, let's go to picks. Alright, so your first pick is, your mega is...
Well, before we actually go there, I just want to point out the fact that my picks were awful. Like, 12th in mega round, then I have 13th, 12th, 14th, 12th, last 10 to 6th ones, yeah, and then to 13th ones. So I had literally the worst picks out of everyone. So my kind of tactic was that I pick few things I really want, and then I start picking the best things out there. So I get my basic things I really want to use for 3 seasons, and then I start taking things that there are available, so I can kind of.
And it's really more of a first come first serve logic, isn't it? Because you get all the really good things when they come, and then they sort of get picked down and taken, and then you've got people who are near the end which don't have much choice, and I guess in a way that's unfair but fair at the same time, because you can't have everything for everyone. Yeah,
well, of course you can't have everything. I mean, I would have really different team if I would be able to just pick everything first and then others would take theirs, but that's just not going to work, so whatever. Yeah. It's the same thing for everyone, so it shouldn't really matter.
It's pretty.
In the end.
Well, I guess people can only make one choice, which just kind of balance it out quite a bit, because you can't just go like say Heatran and Landorus T are in the same sort of section, then you can't really pick them.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be really fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
But my Mega Pokemon. I took Mega Latias. It was the 12th pick of the Mega round. I really wanted Mega Manatee. That's my favorite thing out of all. But Eric took it, so I couldn't take it. And also Gallade, which is like super powerful, was gone. And also Gardevoir was gone. So I went with Mega Latias, which was probably the best thing left. I also was thinking of Altaria, but I'm really happy with Latias. Latias has better overall stats, and it has really good move pool, so I'm happy with it. Yeah. Really, really happy.
And although Mega Altaria is in itself a potent threat, Mega Latias is a threat in a different sort of spectrum, really, because Mega Altaria, the most viable set, in my opinion, is Dragon Dance, and which is it's one with Dragon Dance or Hyper Voice. You can't be that versatile with it. But with Mega Latias, you can run versatility, you can run physically defensive, Calm Mind, Dragon Dance if you're fucking real, as well as other things. And it's
you can run Defog, Roost, kind of set if you want.
Roost, Thunderbolt. It's got a great special move pool. And
really good.
And in my opinion, it'd be much better than Mega Altaria in this sort of section, because you need a level of unpredictability with specialist moves to deal with your opponent. Which you can
let's say I have swept 3 things out of opponent's team with Card Jump. Card Jump is almost dead. I'm going to Mega Latias go with the Healing Wish, and boom, Garchomp is back to full
Yeah.
So, Latias is really good team player. So I'm happy I got that.
It's very open. Okay. And your next pick?
Yeah, first normal round pick, which was of course 3 seasons, is by Clefable, and I took Clefable mainly to compensate Mega Latias because those two play together really well.
Good synergy.
They can take down each other's weaknesses, and Clefable is of course really bulky. It has great 2 abilities in Unaware and Magic Guard, and it can set up rocks. It can set up Calm Minds if it wants to. And
Store Power if you're that guy, and then you've got Heal Bell, Ice Beam. You've got versatile move pool. You can run a proper cleric set with which protects. It's quite a versatile Pokemon.
And Step Moon Blast, Flamethrower, Psyshock if you want to hit on the physical side, and it even gets the Bellytron. So
if you're one of those people,
watch out, guys.
Bellytron Clefable wouldn't even have any stab really.
No, it doesn't get play rough, which is a shame. That would be really cool.
I mean, how can Dragolag learn Dragolag learn play rough? And
Dragouch.
Don't know why it's in Dragolag.
I think it's so hard to say. I mean, everybody's just different, it seems, but I hope.
I normally say Dragouch, but I don't know why I said that.
Dragouch is the way I usually say it. So,
alright.
I don't know.
Okay, and your next pick?
Yeah, then I wanted something physical, and I was really thinking of Staraptor since there was already Talonflame was gone, and Terrakion was gone, and the, what's that? Steel type thingy.
Skarmory.
Not Skarmory.
Steelix.
I'm
guessing game.
Dark Steel.
Dark Steel with Bishop.
Bishop, yeah, I think that was also gone. So I went with Victini. Victini fast. It has super good move pool. It also has U-turn, which I really like.
It's really diverse. I mean, you can run physical, special. You can.
Yeah. It has really underrated ability in Victory Star, and if someone doesn't know, it actually gives it plus 10% accuracy in every move.
So you can run a potentially lower accuracy move, and you'd be able to hit more, which is good.
Yeah, if you wanna run a special one, Blue Flare has accuracy of 93, and Thunder has 77, for example. And on the physical side, Pulse Strike also has that nice 93% accuracy instead of 85. So I really like that thing. I really like that thing. And it's also favorite of one of my favorite YouTubers, even he doesn't really upload anything anymore. I hope I can use it as well as he used to use. So.
And the stand says Adamant Choice Band, which hits like a bloody truck.
Yeah, and base 100 speed is something to laugh at. And base 100 defense is also, it can take some hits. Even if it's typing is shit in defense viewpoint. But
and it's overall a good Pokemon, really. I mean, that's the best description for a good physical or special, or even mixed if you're real attacker.
Yeah, Choice Sweeper, definitely. I mean, and the move pool with Big Red and Ball Strike, that's pretty much everything you need. And maybe you turn to just troll the opponent. But with Scarf, it outspeeds pretty much anything that it's not Scarf. And
I guess a physically defensive Heatran could deal with that, but I'm pretty sure you've got things on your team that can deal with a physically defensive Heatran. You do, actually.
Well, yes, then again, I do outspeed it, so I can always U-turn away against it, and even if it would have the flame body, he can't burn me because I'm fire type, so that's one thing. I was thinking of the Conkeldurr here, but I wanted speed, but I didn't want something that is ruined after it's burned, because, well, of course, Conkeldurr has the guts. So I went with Victini because I went burn Victini.
Yeah. Okay, and your next pick?
My last 3-season contract is Garchomp, because that's my second favorite dragon type. It's surprisingly versatile thing, and it's pretty fast. It has nice 102 speed tier, which is really rare, but it works really well. And that nice rough skin, and good move pool. It doesn't get Dragon Dance. If it would be most likely top thing in OU, but it does get like short stance and really good offensive moves. And Dragon Ground is one of the best stat combinations you can have.
I mean, yeah, 4 times speed to ice, but there isn't that much. I mean, there isn't much that you with high usage that uses ice attacks apart from maybe Mega Electric and Karen Black. But then again, I'm not really sure due to hidden power ice is low power that Mega Electric could really one-shot it.
Well, almost nothing can one-shot it with HP ice, but it of course does a lot. And HP ice is so easy to carry because it has such a good. Ice is so good offensive typing, so it gives you good coverage no matter what. And of course, things that get ice beam just destroy guard jump. So that's of course a weakness, but then again, everything has a weakness, and that's guard jumps one. So
yeah,
I don't really mind. I do know what that thing does and what it can do. I have used it enough, so I think it will make me proud, and it can be a really dangerous thing in the whole league.
Yeah. Okay, and your next pick is...
Yeah, now we are in the 2-season contracts. I went with Galvantula because my team, even it's decently fast, it's not super fast, and Galvantula has that really nifty sticky web. So that was the first reason why I took it. I mean, Miracle was my go-to guy, or would be my go-to guy.
But then this Jack, the scumbag Weaver took it.
Yeah, Scumbag Weaver took it, so I had to go with Galvantula, which is the second best thing. And even if the Galvantula would have been gone, I had one thing in my mind, which for some random reason didn't get drafted at all.
Which was it?
Shuckle.
Oh god, I thought like someone's like Dan, like Dark Engar would take it because you know what he's like.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone takes it when the free agent signings come. But until that, nobody will have it, and the only guys who have sticky web, I think, are me and Jack. So I'm really happy with that.
Yeah,
and sticky web is a really good thing.
Mm-hmm. And with the sticky web, you can run Adam and Ban on your Victini, since it would have to be a lot of things now.
Yeah, definitely, and I might be thinking of using that. I'm not saying too much, but I mean, everybody probably realizes that it's a really good asset. I just have to get around the defoggers and spinners.
And that makes it a lot easier for you to add some somewhat extra bulk to your Latias if you want to make it fully defensive. You get a bit of bulk so it doesn't get too hit KO'd by like a knockoff from a bishop, let's say. And it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good asset, sticky web. And although many people say it isn't that viable, it can help you win matchups, which is
definitely
a good thing. And I understand that it might not like be damaging or stuff, but it can damage a team really, because a million more things that would originally have speed it won't have speed it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it of course won't really stop things that set up with Dragon Dance or Agility or something like that. But it hinders him with those, and this is so much momentum-based game that speed drop will definitely hurt anyone. I mean, in the doubles, I think this year the most common move has been Icy Wind, which does basically the same thing.
Punishes the speed and does damage drop. And that's so useful, really, in doubles, because it means that you can't outspeed in the next turn, and that means you can use speed matchups because you have less speed.
Yeah. And I mean, I have things like Lucario, spoilers, which really like this big weapon.
Yeah.
Really opponent's side.
Yeah, okay. And talking about that, let's go to our next pick.
Yeah, next was Umbreon. I think it's really decent.
It's a good Pokemon.
5th round, and it's so 2-season contract. It's bulky, it's cleric.
Yep.
Really self-explanatory.
Also means that you can turn your Clefable into more of a setup sweeper, whereas you can have Umbreon, which can handle attacks better than Clefable.
True, and if I really want, I can use Clefable as physical and Umbreon as special wall, and just hammer with the rest of the 4 things. So.
And then you can put stuff option in Clefable with a sticky weapon, and then you have a cleric as well, which I think is. I always make sure you have a lead on a team and a heal bell user, because they're really useful things.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's really based on the opponent, how I want to play. At least I would like to say that I can change my play style when I face different opponents, especially now when I can actually make a team against everyone. I can like try to go balls out with Victini and guard jump and guys, or I can not stall. I don't stall, but more defensive approach is also possible with my teams. So it will be interesting to see how much I use different tactics.
Because I mean, for me, now it's 100 times more easier for me because I have Jennings and before I could only really stick to one play style, but now I can open myself up a lot more, and it's a good thing to have lots of play styles because then you can add another layer of unpredictability to the team, and then to your team, and then which can catch opponents who will bring the same who you've battled before to. Which will kind of bring somewhat counter-rush teams, so you can counter them. It's a generally good ability to be able to change play styles because it means you're a lot more tough.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm gonna do when you face me, and I really wanna kind of stick in that. I want that opponent doesn't know what I'm gonna do, or actually even better if he thinks he knows what I'm gonna do, and I do something completely different. Like he thinks, okay, he's gonna kind of sweep with Victini, and I leave that thing away completely. And he's like, oh shit, I have 3 things to counter Victini, and it's not even there. So
and then they realise that, and then they think you're not going to use Victini that much, and then they treat them like dead weight in front of them, and then you can just move in with Victini after that.
Yeah, and the most interesting pairs are the guys from the same division because you face them all twice. So they have some kind of idea. I mean, then again, I face, what team is that? Ghastly I faced first time in, I think, 3rd or 2nd week. 4th week, excuse me. And next time I face him in the last week. So there's a huge gap between. So I don't know if it really counts there. But then again, like, Jordi I faced in 7th and 12th week, so those are pretty near each other, so might be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, and your next pick?
Yeah, that wasn't really about Umbreon, was it? Whatever.
Right, yeah. We know Umbreon's good anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I know you do. I know you do. Anyway, next pick. From here I start taking things that were like the best things available because I wanted to get some trade assets with my bad picks. So here I took Suicune because first of all I don't really want to face Krogus, that is really super annoying, and everybody knows that. And Suicune is also, it's really good water type. It's pretty bulky, and it can run a few really nice sets I have been trying out lately. And those really work as long as opponent doesn't really expect those. So yeah, I really like Suicune. I mean, it's not as good offensively as Entei and Raikou, but then again, I don't really mind. Other water type I was thinking here because I wanted a water type was Manaphy, but I went Suicune because I already had one thing that has those base 100 stats in Victini. So Suicune seemed like a good thing, and maybe I can trade it to something really good later on.
Like Slowbro. Although Slowbro, maybe not Slowbro because you have 3 psychic types, but something.
Yeah, not that probably.
Good, but something really good.
Yeah.
Which is useful.
Or maybe I can just throw people, and when we have the last free agent thingy, I just throw the Suicune away completely and take something for its place.
Yeah, because I can imagine Suicune being a very desirable Pokemon.
Definitely, yeah. And I'd rather keep it away from every team than face it. So, I know in the PPL it was a really dangerous thing, and it just swept from situations where the owner should already have lost. So, I'm happy I have it, but I don't know how much I'm gonna use it.
Okay, and what is your next pick?
Okay, now we go into 1-season contracts, and first was Lucario, which is super versatile.
And benefits from your sticky web, which is really good.
Especially with the sticky web. I mean, it's not that fast, but with the sticky web, It can outspeed most of the things. And it has 4 priority moves. It has Nasty Bot and Swords Dance, base 110 attack, base 115 special attack. Not that great bulk, but then again, its defensive typing is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, offensively and defensively, its typing is pretty good.
It is a very good Pokemon. You've got, I mean, you can run physical or special, and when your opponent sees Team Proof, they'll have to guess which one you are. Other than because when you see a Galvantula, you think it's purely physical, unless you're in a showdown, or if you see a Gliscor, you think it's physical because every Gliscor is physical. But with Lucario, you have to really think because they could be physical or special, and that makes and then they'll try and play like it's a physical or a special and looking at your team. And then if you're not the one they think you are, then you can make the situation in some stances more difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I mean, if you use a close combat, they think, okay, that's physical. But on the next turn, you may go with like Dark Pulse because it can use both just as easily.
It could be mixed.
It could be mixed, indeed. And with Life Orb, it gets super high attack stats and special attack stats. So I'm really happy I got it, and I will definitely use it. It was kind of sleeper, and I just realized, oh shit, it's still there. Let's take it. So I'm really happy. I kind of hope I would have more seasons for it already, but I don't know what. Let's see what happens with it.
Yeah, it's one of those Pokemon which it's really good, and with that extra unpredictability, it is going to be a lot more difficult to counter, as I said before. But that is just such a good thing about it. There's such a niche about it in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is your next pick?
Okay, next was no more, no less than the Salamence. My favorite dragon type. Top 5 favorite Pokemon. It's so good. Dragon Dance, Outrage, Earthquake, Fire Fang, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Dragon Claw, Iron Head, choice sets, just like go on the whole day. It's so good, so versatile. Great 2 abilities in Intimidate and Moxie, and it can even run a semi-defensive set with Intimidate and Roost and Defog and that kind of shit. It's super good, and I can't believe nobody took it. I mean, this was 8th round of the draft, and it was still there.
So, Pokemon like Dragonite and Charizard, actually, Dual Classic would have already been taken, but Mega Salamence can pull through. It's just like them, really, in a way. I mean, I know Dragonite has a multi-scale, but that isn't. But when there's Stealth Rock, and the only way to get rid of it, does that really matter? I mean,
I'm pretty sure it wins Charizard X in 1v1. They have same base speed, and I think Charizard has a bit better base attack, but then again, with Intimidate, you can cut that. So, I don't know, it's basically, and you can run this with Scarfed, unlike this Charizard.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, using the Mega Stone. And with Moxie Scarf, you can just boom, boom, boom through everything.
And then you can switch into many physical attackers if you're in the Intimidate sets, which of course is a useful thing because Intimidate is one of those abilities which is really good.
True, and I mean Dragon Type is really underrated as a defensive typing. I mean, you resist electric, water, fire, and grass with it, so that's good. And with Flying type, you get that immunity to ground type moves. Of course, you lose that electric resistance, but I don't know if that matters. Of course, the Ice type moves will hurt, just like Garchomp, it will hurt. But then again, I do have Black Suicune to take Ice type moves.
Which is a pretty good synergy there.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your next pick?
At first Salamence, and this was the second to last round, I took Diggersby because it was still there. There was another huge power user also available, but I went with Diggersby because I'm not so familiar with Diggersby. I wanted something new, something really fresh.
Yeah.
So I went with Diggersby.
And Diggersby is a good Pokemon. There's no denying that. It is a good Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the other option was Medichan, which has a bit higher attack and speed than this thing, but this thing does get stab priority move, and it has like white charge, earthquake, knockoff, superpower, of course return, which is stab.
So that's got a pretty good move pool, and if you know, like, say your opponent's bringing a Chansey, you can pack superpower, which could probably take out the Chansey in one hit.
Yeah, most likely knockoff is even better option.
Knockoff and superpower would basically destroy Chansey.
Well, after knockoff, anything destroys Chansey, as long as it's physical. So yeah, it's really interesting one, and I don't know how much I'm gonna use it. It might be more of a trade fodder, but then again, I might use it at some point if I think that normal type is good coverage against some team. Why not? I mean, Ticker Speed though, Shofu would be proud.
Shofu,
I know that.
Shofu will probably, the Lord of Shofu will be watching over this league, and just tears will be dripping down his eyes. He made my man proud. I am proud of this guy.
I can just like see we all like in the room and like giant Shofu looking at us, and he's like, yeah.
Like a Dalmatian with a halo on his shoulder, and he's sort of like stroking that with one hand, and it's like pointing at you and saying, I'm proud of you.
That's other one. That I don't have that, which is kind of shame. I don't even remember who got Dharma, but it was like in the second round.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not pretty good, very good.
Where is the Dharma then?
Dharma.
Wait, was it on the... Oh, Slacks got it on the 4th round. But, I have Diggersby, I don't care.
Yeah, Diggersby's a fucking beast. Diggersby doesn't give a shit. He just looks like he doesn't give a shit. That is his face. I don't give a shit.
He doesn't care.
Okay, and finally, what is your final pick?
Yeah, this is a bit different. I mean, these are so highly appreciated things. Pretty much all I have so far. But on the 10th and the last one, practically 11th pick, because there was also the mega pick, I took Venomoth, because Venomoth is something you never see, because it's too good, apparently, in UU, but it's not good enough to be in OU, so it never fit anywhere.
Yeah, and I can imagine it dropping out of UU by usage, but because I never see it.
I think it started in RU. It was almost immediately banned to UU thanks to its Quiver Dance Atom Pass shenanigans. And because even there it was so good, it was put to BL, and it has been there like the last 5 months.
And it is honestly completely untouched. No one ever considers it on the team. They always consider it for like a bug type Mega Beedrill or something. They never look at the poor Venom or Volcaria. They never look at Venomoth. But it's a good baton passer. I mean, that is really all that it functions for. And in some situations, it is kind of outclassed, I guess, by Celebi, but it can in itself roll as a sweeper, which could be useful if you run Tinted Lens.
On the first turn, you put opponent to sleep, you get Quiver Dance, and maybe get another Quiver Dance, because it has only 90 special attack, so it's not that great. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Pattern Pass is the #1 reason I took it, and I hope I can use it at some point. It's a really interesting one, and it's a shame that it's in BL. It should be UU, because I don't think it would be too good there anymore. I mean, it's really one-trick pony, but then again, I'm pretty sure in this kind of format I can make it do something else too.
And you can baton pass to your Latias, or even your Garvantula if it's on the team.
Or Victini.
Or Victini, if you're running a special Victini.
Or even Lucario.
If you're running a special Lucario. Or even Salamence if you're running a spec Salamence, because why not?
Diggersby. Special Diggersby.
Special Diggersby.
Done. The 3rd power though.
And Belly Drum,
Mixed Diggersby.
Belly Drum Clefable.
Alright, yeah.
Mixed Diggersby is actually complete power, because no one expects an Earth power or a Hyper Beam.
But yeah, Venomoth was my kind of sleeper pick. I thought nobody would even think of it, and like 2 picks before I had my last pick, there was this guy, and he was like, yeah, I think I might take Venomoth. That's really interesting, why not? And we were in a Skype call. I was like, no! And luckily he did not.
Did you bribe him? Did he say, don't take that, I'll give you this one?
I don't admit anything. No.
You dirty little boy. Okay.
Let's not talk about bribes. Okay, good. so yeah, I really hope I can make the thing work really well because
I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, you're a good passer. Let's be honest there.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess. But the thing is, it's so one-trick pony. It might be hard because when opponent sees that you have it,
they're like, oh god,
they know what to do with it, and they most likely will say something that can like maybe have like double hit or has fake out, so you can break through the sash or just take it off the rocks immediately, so they can stop you from having the sash, that kind of stuff. And
yeah,
if I have weakness somewhere, I have only 2 things I believe that can use defog and no spinners. So that's a bit
that's a bit of an issue.
But I guess that's pretty much the only issue I have with this team. And then again, I have many things that, well, the sticky web is not a problem because almost no team has it. But rocks might be really big team, it doesn't like them, of course. The Wynamot doesn't. But, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have really good resistance against every hazard. Of course, spikes are always annoying.
Yeah, okay. And final question is interview. Are you proud of your team?
Yes. 100%. Yes. I couldn't imagine I would have these good things. I mean, it's ridiculous how good things I got with so bad picks, and even then, there is still, like, Medichan was not picked at all, Shackle wasn't picked at all.
Look at the lady.
And there was something else, I just can't remember what it was right now, but definitely, I mean, in the last draft round, there were still some really good things going, like the Yuxi, I like Yuxi, it's really bulky, and there's Duck Trio, which is really good, I would say, in this format. Eric got Machamp, which is good, so, and Ash got Manaphy on the last pick of the 9th round, so there was good things left.
Yeah, diamonds in the rough. There are plenty of diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, I guess. I mean, some people will overlook things and go for the viable stuff, and they'll leave stuff which does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, we do have those free agent signings, so I think most of the good things that are still left will be taken by then. And there's some BL stuff, as I said, that is not picked.
Mega Heracross. Was Mega Heracross picked?
No, Mega Heracross was not. There's also like Mega Altaria, Mega Septa, Mega Swampert that were not picked. I mean, you can break your Mega also at that point if you really want to. Like, let's say Cypher doesn't like Peter anymore, he can like accept Valid. Or 3 Aerodactyl is not that great.
It's good in OU, actually. Mega Aerodactyl's pretty good.
I mean, I'd say it's bad.
Well, the only reason it's bad is because it's outclassed as a tough claws attacker by, what's his face, maybe Charizard X.
Yeah, that's true.
And I guess its only reliable flying stab is Airy Lace.
Yeah, that's also true.
Unless you want to go fly.
Brave Bird. It would most likely be in PL at least.
Easily.
Yeah.
Well.
But it has home claws and stone.
Yeah, which is pretty good setup moves, but if they got like a move a rock move which is boosted by tough claws, that'd be great, really.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, it's been an honour interviewing you, Ipa, and I hope luck be a lady with you in the tournament, and you do very well.
Thank you. It was an honor to be interviewed here, and I hope I can do well, and of course, like everybody else does.
Okay, Ipa's link and channel and shit will be in the description, and shout out to LaxLime for uploading this video for me. Alright, peace out. Say bye-bye, Ipa.
Bye.
Bye.